Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. This is part 22, and we're going to be switching up. My life is average. Eevee, up first. That's right. Okay, I don't even know why I just said that. But anyway, we're going to be going to some places that we couldn't go to before. But before we actually do that, apparently we're going shopping. Selling? No. Okay, we're going to be buying. Okay, I guess that works too. Plenty of super potions. Got to make sure I'm stocked up on everything. And some revives, because those are always convenient. I like revives, yes, indeed. I always like to have potions, you know, just to use them outside of battle, you know, and I use super potions inside of battle, you know, because that makes more sense. Because you don't really need to hurry to heal when you're outside of battle, but while you're in battle, you know, now you're getting it. Okay. Anyway, so now that we're done with that, we're going to be moving on. Just like I said, to some places that we've never been to before. Not never been to before, but couldn't get to before. We are now back in Cherry Grove City, and we're going to be using Surf. This is going to be some Surf shenanigans here. And, oh, shoot. Alrighty then. Well, before we actually get to where we're supposed to go, Tentacool! First Tentacool of the playthrough. God, who doesn't love tentacles? Who doesn't love running into tentacles about 500 times while trying to surf from Fuchsia City to Cinnabar? Boy, those are like the best memories of my life. This is a time before I realized the usefulness of repels. I got to say, repels are like, they've practically become a staple in my items inventory. Item inventory. Right. That's what I meant. Okay, so taking down this Tentacool. Eevee, making a joke out of him. Alrighty. So that was a pretty decent amount of EXP, of course. Now, I kind of messed up here. Yeah, I had the dowsing machine out. You're supposed to just talk to this guy. I pretty much facepalmed. And he gives you the Mystic Water, which when held will power up water-type moves by 20%. I thought that was really interesting. I only learned that recently, that in Generation 4, those held items that power up your specific type attacks are actually now boost them up by 20%. Originally, it was only 10%, like in Generation 2. Poliwag! I think we've seen one of these before, so we're going to cut that out. So now, basically, we're at Route 31, right above Cherry Grove City. That's right. Why do I keep saying that? I don't know if I'm thinking about Meowth or I'm just randomly saying things. But anyway, we got us a nugget. All right. That's for selling. And now we are in Violet City. Right. On the way to the Sprout Tower. Now, if you surf off to the right side of the bridge leading to the Sprout Tower, you will eventually, well, after this wild Pokemon battle with another Poliwag. Oh, yeah, okay, that's really convenient, actually. And if you go over here, you'll find a rare candy. But, yeah, I don't think I'll be using any of those. Then if you surf off to the left side of the Sprout Tower, you will find a PP Up. Because everybody likes to get their PP up. Alright, so basically, oh yeah, okay, so another battle. I can't remember what I was saying before now. Oh yes, Eevee, very convenient with Runaway. Makes running away from battles very easy, I must say. Eevee, making things easy. Alright, that should be like a slogan. That should be the slogan for Team Eevee, for Team My Life is Average. Eevee, making things easy. Alright, Psyduck, bye-bye. Now we're at Route 36, right, Route 36, the really long Route 36. Surfing off to the left side of it, and eventually, past these Psyducks, is a apricorn tree with a green apricorn in it. Boop! I cannot get over that noise. That's just great. I love that noise. Alright, and the way that it just, like, flies out, it's just like, woo! Okay, so we're dousing now. And if you douse in the correct place, well, you will find yourself another nugget. Alright. It's a nugget of joy, I gotta say, because it brings you lots and lots of money. Now we're at Route 35. A little bit further down. Route 35 from Goldenrod City, I should say. What am I doing? Okay, why not? Just use a repel. This is a really long water route. Oops, here we go. There's actually an item here, and it's another nugget. What do you know? Okay, well, this is convenient. Okay, then. So if you go down further down from here, I never knew this before. This is actually in the original games. This is a really, really cool secret. If you go down here, you will actually find a band of 3 trainers who will battle you with somewhat high-level Pokemon. Well, considering, like, you know, if you immediately come here after getting Surf, they're kind of high-leveled. Basically walk down here, and the 2 on the left and the right will engage you in a double battle. And they're kind of surprised that you even showed up. You know, because they're kind of hidden there. These are Ace Trainers. This is actually kind of intense because Ace Trainers don't really appear until much later in the game. Anywho's, they've got a Staryu and Goldeen. First Staryu of the playthrough, so I'm going to have Citizen Zap and Big Fat Bug try to take him down. And in the meantime, I'm going to be getting to hella shoutouts because, well, I haven't been really getting to them as much as I would have liked, so I really want to get to them. Supersonic Shadow 27 says, my best Pokemon memory is finding a shiny Machoke in Crystal and killing it. Okay, I don't know why that's the best. I had no idea that other colored Pokemon existed at that time. And my favorite Pokemon is Blaziken. And Random Brawler has a similar story. He says, my favorite Pokemon memory is probably when I found a shiny Spinda in Pokemon Sapphire. I didn't find out why its colors were different until about a year. It did make me feel like that. Even though I caught just about every Pokemon in the game, I still had more to look for. My favorite Pokemon is Pidgey because Pidgey are beastly? Are you kidding me, sir? Pidgey are not beastly. If you want to talk about beastly, talk about Pidgeot. Alright then, so I did super speed this a little bit because, well, truth be told, this battle took me a while. That's why I wanted to get to hella shoutouts. Speaking of the shiny Pokemon, I actually, like, I don't think I have ever legitimately found a shiny Pokemon ever in the wild, ever since playing Gold and Silver. I don't think I've ever found a single one, and I did not know about them until much later myself, because my friends never found one either. And, you know, by association, people that they know never found one either, so it was pretty much a big secret, I should say. So, You're So Mean to Me 1 says, my favorite Pokemon memory is when I used to watch Pokemon every Saturday when I was real little. Who doesn't love that? I mean, you know, Pokemon be coming on, you know, you and your friends be watching it, you know, maybe not at the same house, but you'd still be watching it. And then at school the next Monday, if you don't actually see them during the weekend, you would talk about it. What was Ash doing in this episode? What new Pokemon did he see? What did Misty do? Why would I randomly say that? Okay, anyway, Xeno101200 says, I can't remember my best memory, but my worst was one time when I was at a gym leader in Emerald, and a Pokemon got 5 critical hits on me in a row. And it was also faster than all of my Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. Call me stereotypical, I don't care. That was interesting because, God, I remember that when, you know, what was it earlier? That Grimer got 3 critical hits on me with Pound. How do you get 3 critical hits with Pound? The So Bored Gamer asks, Best, I was thinking of TF2 battles. Best, actually worst, memory of Pokemon. I was battling my sister, Suicune versus Ampharos. 3 Thunder Punches, I'm assuming Ampharos is his, didn't faint the Suicune, but 1 Surf fainted Ampharos. Face Palm. And my favorite Pokemon is Salamence because it seems to be the only Pokemon that has red wings and is a dragon type. Dragon types are very interesting. I like dragon types. Cuckoo1023 says, my favorite Pokemon memory would be actually catching Entei after about 3 months of searching in Pokemon Leaf Green. Why? Because I kept searching for Entei across Kanto, gave up. A couple of months later, I let my friend play my save file and let her kill level 2 Pokemon nearby Pallet Town a whole lot of times. And wouldn't you know, she finds Entei on her 3rd Pokemon encounter. My favorite Pokemon would be Bulbasaur. That kind of reminds me of something that happened to me. I remember in Gold, I was trying, like, I made it a definite, concerned effort to catch all 3 of the legendary beasts. And I was having the worst luck trying to get them in my own house. But I went to my friend's house and played it on his, I think it was the Game Boy player on the GameCube. And wouldn't you know that at his house, I found every single one of them and caught them. It was amazing. I had like the most insane luck. I remember going to his house as well and playing Mario Kart Double Dash and doing the All Cup tour in Mirror. And like at my house, like I could not do it. I kept getting destroyed. But at his house, like I blazed through it. It was so cool. I remember a bunch of our friends were over and like they were just watching. And like one of them was trying to talk to me and my friend was like, shh, he's trying to beat this. Be quiet. Don't distract him. That was so much fun. That was great. Alright then. So this is it. This is the final Pokemon. The first Sea King of the playthrough. Thundershock. Finishing him off. Finally, that battle is complete. God, that took a while. Man, oh man. Woo! So sorry, Irene. Sis! Too strong. Well, yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, I definitely do. $3,000. That's quite a bit of money. I'm gonna tell my sister on you. Better not laugh. Okay, well, I'm already laughing. Ha ha ha! Bring her on! Alrighty. So here we go. We got Citizen Zap up first. Now, I knew this wasn't a double battle, but I just wanted Gyarados in the second slot, just in case something horrific happens, and I need to quickly switch out. So here we go with the number one of the three sisters, Pokemon Trainer Ace Trainer Kate. She has a Shelter. Wow, it's level 26 too. First Shelter of the playthrough, and I just love it when Pokemon do this. Just, you know, keep stalling the playthrough with Protect. You get Thunder Waved. Alright, so now what is he going to do, besides sticking his tongue out? Leer? I don't fear your Leer. Bring it on. Alrighty, so Thundershock, of course. Oh, come on. God's sake. Quit it. This might take a while. Thundershock. Okay. Bam. And that... Oh, yes. That's exactly what we were looking for. Yes, yes, and more yes. Alright. So now she's got a Cloyster. Interesting. She's just like her other sister. She has the base form of a Pokemon that only evolves once, and then its evolution. Oh, for God's sake. And yes, for anybody wondering, Cloyster does look somewhat inappropriate. I'm not going to go into specifics, but it does. That white horn is just not in a place that it should be. You know, seriously, I'd never noticed that about Cloyster before. But then, you know, as you get older, you tend to notice things, you know, sort of hidden, subliminal type of things, and it makes things kind of weird. He was going to use Protect. That's exactly why he went first. Yeah, no, Protect for you, mister. Bye-bye. Alright, so tons of EXP. God, 1218 for Citizen Zap and a level up. Man, Citizen Zap is moving up in the world. Oh, he wants to learn Charge. Alright, well, you know what? Like I said, you know, the next move that I get, I'm most definitely going to replace Cotton Spore because, like I said, like, not only am I not using it, but it's redundant as comparison to Thunder Wave, which is just tons better. God, that was a lot of EXP. Alright, and plenty of money, too. So that is it. Now, when you beat all three of this, the number one sister will give you a Power Herb, which is an interesting held item, because basically, if I would go ahead and look at it, it's a single-use item. It allows the immediate use of a move that charges in the first turn. Now, basically, the first thing that comes to my mind is Solar Beam, but you can use it with things such as Dig and Fly and Skull Bash and all sorts of things. So we're selling that rare candies, of course, because like I said, I don't want them. I don't really need them. If I'm going to level up, I'm going to do it, you know, the legit way. And, like with rare candies, if you keep giving them your Pokemon, they will actually get, you know, worse off stats than if you did it by just regular gaining EXP, because they wouldn't have gained the effort values for that. Okay, so buying plenty of stuff, and of course also selling those nuggets. So I've got tons of money, man. I am loaded. Wow. I feel like going out on the town, spending my money, and making up songs too. Alright, so Citizen Zap is holding something. He happily handed it over. You better. And a yellow flower goes in the fashion case. Okay. Citizen Zap, what do you really think? Staring straight in this direction. Well, I don't really get anything out of that. Like, why? Is he looking at me? Is he looking at where we're supposed to go? Red Ranger, what do you have to say? Oh, Okay, seriously, how many of my Pokemon are gonna be holding things? And now we got a red flower for the fashion case. God's sake, my Pokemon are just collectors, I must say. Getting on the bike, we're hustling. Oh, right. I shouldn't have talked to this guy. That was a big mistake, because this guy doesn't shut up. He's like me, for God's sakes. I don't need anybody else like me. All right. So, but basically, he tells you, like, where to go next. And that's to Olivine City, obviously. So we're traveling down Route 38, and south is to Olivine City. Now, there's actually a sailor up there, whom we will battle. He's been overseas, so he knows Pokemon. I'm sure that he's talking about water types, but... No, wait, no, he means in different regions. Now I get it. Whooper! Go home, Whooper! Alright, so what are we looking at now? QHJ1 says, my best memory with Pokemon is, sadly, beating Mewtwo on super hard in Pokemon Puzzle League XD. Is that bad? I don't think it is, because, you know, Brian, 0B36, he does play Pokemon Puzzle League from time to time, and, you know, he has said that Mewtwo is pretty tough. I wouldn't know because I don't actually have the game. Alrighty then. I would say that I'm pretty good at Pokemon. That's kind of a weird thing for her to say. It's like, are you good at Pokemon? Shouldn't she say good with Pokemon? Like, you know, if you say good at Pokemon, it kind of breaks the fourth wall a little bit. Are you good at Pokemon HeartGold or SoulSilver? Because if you do, I'd like some tricks. Alright. Flaffy. Oh, for God's sake. She has her own Citizens app, and it's, well, it's showing exactly how annoying my Flaffy can be. God, it's really weird to be on the other side of that. Thunder Wave. Paralyzing. Oh no, Red Ranger. Crap. Oh, wow, that hardly did anything. Okay. That's interesting. Well, Thunder Shock me again. See what happens. Oh, that's right, because I did light screen. Okay, well, that was just great to just bait her into that, you know. Thunder Shock me again. See what happens. Okay, you're dead. Crap. Fireball, go get him. Dig him. Dig him, dig him. Dig him like the Dig 'em frog from Smacks. Alrighty then. So Dig, hopefully going to take this Flaffy out. For God's sake, please. Thankfully. Oh, come on. Practically left me a memento. That is actually a move, memento. I can't remember what it does. Oh, yeah. Your Pokemon faints, but it makes the other Pokemon's... it severely drops the other Pokemon's stats. Right, that's what it is. Memento. I love those dark type attacks. Like, they have the coolest names. Like, you know, Thief and Pursuit and Embargo. Embargo? Are you kidding me? That is such a cool name. Anyway, yes, I can battle that way. The way where I win. You're really good with... Now she says with Pokemon. Yeah, see... No, I don't. No, I don't want anything, lady. Sorry. I mean, I know it's pretty obvious that you obviously like me, but you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna work out. Alrighty then. Another school kid, and he has a fancy Mr. Mime. First one of the playthrough. Agent X Rifle says, my favorite Pokemon memory was when my mom rented a Nintendo 64 and Pokemon Snap the day it came out. She ran a daycare with about 15 kids, so sharing the N64 was hard. She simply played it and let us watch. We were just so happy. That is pretty cool. Like, you know, just imagine that. You know, like you're playing, you know, like you have like a bunch of kids that are so into Pokemon. And you're playing Pokemon Snap, and, you know, they're watching you, you know, because it's basically like a rail shooter, but instead of a shooter, you're basically just shooting pictures. And just imagine that, you know, you go by Pokemon. Oh my God, look, it's Pikachu. Oh my God, Charmander. You know, so, you know, that had to have been a lot of fun. Not like this school kid, so full of himself. He probably wouldn't enjoy a Pokemon Snap playthrough. Yeah, no, just no. Stop it. No, I'm gonna stop you right there. Yeah, okay, you're just getting a little too crazy. And I love how I can't go past him, so I have to walk around. Great. Anyway. So walking down here and, hello lady, I'm right here. Yes, I am a cute trainer. I get that quite a lot. Alrighty. Beauty Valerie has a Hoppip. She has her own fluffer. What do you know about that? Awesome. Very, very awesome for a lady to have a fluffer. Alright then, Mega Train gonna do absolutely freaking nothing. because Red Ranger is 4 times resistant to grass types. Holy crap, she has a Skiploom too! She has an evolved Fluffer. Wow. That is so awesome. I love this lady now. Not literally, but you know. An Agent X Rifle says, if not that memory, then the first time I inserted my Pokemon Red game into Pokemon Stadium. That had to have been so much fun. Like, I remember doing that myself, like, you know, I mean, I remember actually doing it, but I can't remember doing it. I mean, I remember that, obviously I had to have done it, but I can't remember the exact first time that I did it. So anyway, trying to get to that apricorn tree, I have to walk all the way around. Oh, hey, look, here's something. A max potion. Okay, wow, that's a little bit too strong. Kind of a waste for my Pokemon at this point, but I'm going to save it, that's for sure. And Agent X Rifle, also, his favorite Pokemon is Haunter. He frickin' rocks, and in the anime, he just made people laugh. Like Sabrina. God, Sabrina was, like, scary. Scary was Sabrina. I mean, wow. That was, I believe that was a 2-part episode. And I remember having not seen the end of the first, or, I mean, not actually watching the first part, but I remember watching the second part. And I was just thinking to myself, why are Brock and Misty turned into dolls? What happened? That was the coolest, most badass thing ever. And it was an interesting point because it also mentioned in that episode, well, aside from mentioning in this playthrough that was the first Doduo of the playthrough, I completely forgot. Doduo is pretty cool. They mentioned that how ghost Pokemon are actually super effective against Psychic, but that was not the case in the games. Anyway, Baton Pass, no, not really, because it's kind of pointless. He doesn't have any stat increasing moves besides Light Screen and Reflect, and those affect the entire team anyway, so no point in having Baton Pass, at least not yet. If necessary, I can just have him relearn the move with the move relearner. Fancy move relearner. Another Doduo. Well, Doduo, you are going to taste the fury of my life being average. Take that. And, oh crap. Wow, critical hit. How nice. For God's sake. And that. And, oh, he's raging. And one of these. Perfect. Alrighty. And another Doduo. Okay, then. Well, whatever. You know, it was interesting because, like, you know, with the ghost Pokemon, I only learned this, like, a few days ago, that ghost Pokemon were actually weak against Psychic types. But the thing was, is that it's speculated that that was actually a mistake, because not only do the games say that ghosts are super effective against Psychic, but the TV series did as well. But, you know, they fixed that in Generation 2, thankfully. That is basically why Psychic types were just so untouchable. The only thing that was super effective against them was Bug. And there was, like, only one actually good bug-type move, and that was Twin Needle. And basically, I think only Beedrill could have learned that, so you're pretty much screwed if you went up against a Mewtwo. You're pretty much screwed. Yanma, what do you have to say to this? Oh. Well, why doesn't Yanma accept me? For God's sake, Yanma, we've been through thick and thin already, and you don't want to look me in the eyes. Hey, look at the Meowth! That's right. That is right. Now I can finally say that with confidence. Alrighty. Everybody loves Meowth. Well, not everybody, but I did get quite a few people who said their favorite Pokemon is Meowth. And who didn't love Team Rocket's Meowth? Meowth, that's right. No, I'm just embarrassing myself. I'm sorry. So it's going to delay the battle by doing Fury Swipes. Well, that's just convenient. No, Meowth, I don't much care for that. I'm sorry, good sir. I don't much care for that. Level up for Yanma! For God's sakes, Yanma, if you don't accept me now, then I don't know what to tell you. Didn't I level him up like 10 times already? Can't remember now. Oh, wow, okay, I almost made a big mistake there. Trying to get to that Pokeball, but I have to go all the way around. Oh, hello. What's all this? Baoba, okay. He hasn't seen one of those in ages. Ah, he's the old warden of the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City. Interestingly, the Safari Zone has gone to his son now, and now it's all state-of-the-art and fancy. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? Yes, I would like to do that. So yeah, this is an add-on in HeartGold and SoulSilver. There's actually a new Safari Zone that opens up in, spoiler alert, Cianwood City. And the old Safari Zone, instead of being, like, unusable like it was in Generation 2, it's now the PAL Park for this specific set of games. And if anybody doesn't know what the Pal Park is, well, that's too bad. Now we're on the Moo Moo Farm. I believe that's what it's called. Very interesting name. And we are using the dowsing machine because there are quite a few hidden items here. Well, not quite a few, but an actual few. Okay. There's a peepee up. Up. We're on the trail of something else. Here we go. Couple more steps and a couple down. 1, 2. There it is. An X attack. Okay, well, you know, that's good selling fodder. Looking out for anything else. Here we go. Down the slope. Wait, we're on the track of something else. What are we looking at? A nugget! Nugget! Alright, more money. Very nice, very nice. And here's another thing, for God's sake. TM60 Drain Punch. Wow. A lot of items here. Drain Punch, very interesting move. So I wanted to, it was so interesting that I actually wanted to teach it, whoa, to one of my Pokemon. It uses Baytree. So it's basically like Mega Drain for fighting types. Or Giga Drain, I'm sorry. And the only person that can learn it is our fighting ranger himself, Red Ranger. So Red Ranger, what are you going to unlearn? I believe that's going to be Mach Punch. Wow, not even like taking a second to think about that. Mach Punch, I didn't really much care for it. It just seemed like, even though it was fast, it just seemed like it wasn't really doing much for me. So, Drain Punch, in, Mach Punch, bye-bye. Now, there's actually a side quest here. If you want to help out the Moo Moo Farm, basically you have to go inside that house, and they'll tell you that their Miltank, or no, there's actually one sick Miltank. And in order to heal it, you have to give it 5 Oran berries, and, well, you're given 3. So basically, you have to grow your own to do that, and I didn't feel like doing that, so I said forget it. But if you do help them out, they give you something, I can't remember what, and also the ability to buy Moo Moo Milk, which heals, I believe, 50 HP and costs 100 money, Pokemon dollars, whatever. Anyway, so Smash Dude 14 says, my favorite Pokemon memory is in Fire Red and, or just Fire Red, sorry, my first Pokemon game. After beating the Elite Four, I decided to train an Eevee into an Umbreon. It doesn't evolve into Umbreon in that game, but I didn't know that at the time. I walked into the tall grass, and imagine my surprise when Raikou appeared. Okay, I love that story. I love the way it just sets up, and like, you know, he's talking about something, you know, completely different, and then all of a sudden he just, like, randomly just hits you with the end of it. Like, oh, Raikou, sorry. I know I say it kind of the wrong way. And as for his favorite Pokemon, it is Absol. Raikou, basically, what, you know, from what I actually read, first Poliwhirl playthrough, was that people, you know, other people do say Raikou, and I think that's because of Raichu. So, yeah, it's actually Raikou. Yeah, I know, I said it wrong the first couple of times, but hey, you know, it looks like Raikou. What can I say? So that is it for, wow, God, that was fast. Double Flinch, taking out that Poliwhirl. Now we got Eradicate. First Eradicate of the playthrough, but I should have not switched out. Red Ranger has Drain Punch now. I could have actually shown that off. Shoot. Alrighty then. Well, Fireball, go get him. And Super Omega 53 says, I just think my favorite memory is just yelling as when I defeated Whitney for the first time, plus still never having been able to defeat Lance in Pokemon Gold. Still to this day, can't defeat him. I just really remember that because of the persistence I had as a kid. I had Totodile as a starter, Pidgeotto as speed, Mareep had strategy, able to paralyze, Geodude has strength, Aipom has all types, put all types of attacks on him, and Gyarados. Still don't know what I did wrong. First Krabby of the playthrough. To Super Mega, I would say that Lance, since he has a bunch of dragon types, you'd probably want ice and dragon attacks, or if possible, an ice or dragon type with ice and dragon attacks so that they get stabbed from it. And make sure your Pokemon's levels are at least Lance's Pokemon's levels so you can match them. You have to have at least the same levels. You definitely don't want to level them up with rare candies because, like I said before, they end up being weaker if they don't have the effort values. So yeah, Super Omega, I say go get him. If you still have problems, tell me about it. You know, I will definitely try to help you. Oh, crap. Bubble Beam on Quilava. Fireball. Wow, that hardly did anything. Fireball, go get him. That's it for you, mister. Cut you down to size. That's right. Why do I keep saying that? I don't even know why I'm saying that. Oh, God. It's like me and saying, alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, like that. Alrighty. Anyway. I can't even remember that. It's like, alrighty. What? When did I say that? Anyway, now we're going up to these people who are walking back and forth like a bunch of crazy people. Couple of crazy people. Is it okay to brag? Yeah, you can totally brag about them when I destroy them, Pikachu. Okay. Interesting. Not exactly the greatest of matchups, but whatever. Drain Punch! Wow, that was actually a pretty good hit. Oh, wow. That hardly did anything. Die, you! Alrighty, then. Now all of a sudden I'm saying alrighty, then. What is wrong with me? Let's be friends. No, okay, no, now you're just scaring me. No, just, no. Oh, okay, well, now that's just offensive. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Okay, let's show them. Show me your Pokemons. What do you have? Gee, another Pikachu. What is it with the Poke fans and Pikachu? Tickle Me Blue 18 says I would use my favorite Pokemon's memory is I would use my toy Pokédex alarm clock on Christmas Eve to wake myself up at 3 a.m. when I was sure that Santa would be gone by then. It never worked, but I did it 3 years in a row anyway. God, who doesn't remember trying to stay awake or wake up at certain times to try and look for Santa? That was great. I remember one time, like, I actually woke myself up, like, I think around, like, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something, and I went and looked out, and the cookies were all eaten, the milk was drank, and the presents were under the tree, and Zero comes out of the gym. Crap. Oh, thank God he doesn't want to battle. Ugh. Really now? Interesting. Hey! Well, you don't have to be so rude about it, Zero. Come on. Uh-huh. Well, I could say the same to you, pal. I could say the same to you, shaking my fist very angrily. Grr, that jerk face. Anyways, so that is it for this part of this Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. Random time skip. My Pokemon are all healed up. Red Ranger, he's all nice and relaxed. Join me in part 23, where I'll be moving around more of Olivine City and trying to find out what the heck is going on with this gym leader and this specific sick Pokemon. See you all next time.